Hi there, Leo. Here is your weekly reading for the week of July 3rd through July 10th. Let's get into it. Leo, I do want to acknowledge I've pulled your cards out already, so I've already looked at them, got a general feel for the message this week. And I do just want to acknowledge before we get into this that it does feel like a little bit of a heavier time for you. This message is, I think a little bit different than what we've had for you recently, Leo. It seems like something has maybe changed or shifted, and it's difficult. I just want to acknowledge that. Again, I do want to say that these readings are general and not everything is going to speak to everyone or make sense for every situation. But overall, I'm getting a vibe that this week is a little bit heavy. There's a lot. So most of the cards are cup cards, which really indicates a lot of emotional energy going on. I did want to point that out. I would say this is probably one of the most kind of emotionally charged readings that I've done so far, and you are my 10th astrological reading. So I think that is saying a lot. Maybe that is even just validating for you to hear that, whatever is happening right now is maybe being experienced by other people as well, is what I'll say. Okay, let's get into this because I do think there's actually a lot of hope at the end of this reading. But I think first we have to talk about kind of what's going on presently. So we have the 10 of Cups reversed. This card is off to the side. So I have a couple different cards here. We have 8 in the middle, and then we have 1 on each side of the reading. And the ones that are kind of on the side of the reading, I believe, indicate you or indicate kind of your energy and where you are right now energetically. I do have to say that we have one on the left side that is a little bit heavier. And then as we actually move to the other side, the one that is indicating, kind of, I think your potential right now is a really, really beautiful, hopeful card. So we'll get there. But we have this 10 of Cups reversed. And I really think like what this almost immediately said to me is whatever you thought was going to work out or whatever you thought was working out is no longer working out. Or it's basically this card of like, I thought this was going to happen or I thought this was happening and now it's not. It's a card of disappointment. It's a card of almost like feeling like you're back at square one. So much of what you hoped and wished and dreamed for isn't happening. I think whatever has happened, you were very emotionally tied to it. It very much meant a lot to you. And it just did not work out the way that you thought it was going to. And so I just want to validate that like there might be nothing else more to that than that. It might be truly that you are in a space right now in this week of disappointment, of sadness, of grief, right? Like I think you had this vision and this idea and it didn't pan out. That's tough, right? I think we have this 10 of Swords here as well, which is very much a card of endings. And we have the Strength card here as well, which is really interesting because it's reversed. I just think right now you're maybe feeling like you have to react in a certain way, or I think you're feeling a bit, you're feeling honestly, the word that's coming to me is weak. And not that you are weak, right? But you're feeling like I can't do this. You're sad. You're struggling. And that again is valid and it is okay. We have the 4 of Swords here. I really would encourage you to actually just allow yourself to be in this space of processing, of maybe needing some time alone, of, kind of being in this acceptance period of what has happened. We also have the 8 of Coins reversed here. And I think, this is interesting. I think you're kind of feeling like what all the work that you were putting in or all the kind of momentum that was leading up to this thing is now wasted. And anytime I see some sort of indication of that, I feel like the cards are always telling me no, right? It's still part of the journey. It's just now that the journey has taken a left turn. If that gives you any sort of solace, please let it. I think that, and again, we do have a very positive upswing here at the end of the reading, which we're going to get to, but I think if that can give you any solace of everything that you've put into this situation is not lost. We have this Page of Cups here. And I think there's a part of this that is leaving you feeling very much like this is kind of a new experience. I would even say it's leaving you feeling a little bit vulnerable. What this card is saying to me is that this time both feels really uncomfortable for you, but it also, with that, has potential for you to perhaps, if you can let yourself go there, see opportunity in this. But I think that's only when you've given yourself the space to kind of process what you need to process, and process that, it didn't go as you thought it was going to go. So I'm seeing like a lot of, there is potential here. I'm also seeing a lot of honor your feelings, give yourself the space. One other thing that I'm seeing here, we have 7 of Cups reversed, and then we have 8 of Cups. Okay, so it's almost like telling me we need to kind of move away from the 7 of Cups into the 8 of Cups. Okay, so the 7 of Cups, especially reversed, is saying to me that we're kind of playing the shoulda, woulda, coulda game right now, which I think is really easy when things don't go the way that we want them to. It's very, very easy to think, I should have done this. What if I did this? What if I didn't say this? I would encourage you, right? And again, I am not a therapist. I am always very clear about that. I am not a therapist. I am not a licensed professional in that way. I am just someone that reads tarot cards. These cards just give you things to kind of think about and maybe steps that you can take. I think there is something about getting the support in whatever way you need to get the support to kind of move from this shoulda, woulda, coulda place into a place of acceptance, into a place of moving forward. And I think, again, the way that you do that, I think these cards are indicating to you a lot of validation of like, not all is wasted. It's okay to feel not okay right now. Take time for yourself. But I also think that the indication, and maybe it's that this week, you're gonna kind of have this energetic shift of, okay, I can't dwell on the past. What happened. I think the minute that you make that shift, though, it's so crazy because all of these cards are very emotional, and they're very all much like they're giving this vibe, right, of solace, of sadness, of regret, of this didn't work out. But then these last 2 cards, right, and these are the cards that I feel are like the potential of this time as that shift starts to happen. We have the Magician and we have the Ace of Wands. I really, truly believe, Leo, that you get to almost start fresh. I think that this has given you a clean slate to create. Look at this Magician card. I love this Magician card. It's like a blanket under a tree, and there's like all kinds of little potions and gems and tarot cards and a cauldron. I think you get to process, and in that process, right, in this 4 of Swords, in your meditative state, in this, kind of releasing, the 8 of Cups, releasing and moving forward, you get to create space to then create again. And I think maybe that's all you need to hear right now. Ace of Wands, new opportunities, new creations, the opportunity to begin again. I don't think I need to give you all the answers right now, and I don't have all the answers. That's the other thing. I don't have all the answers. I'm a very, very truthful and ethical tarot card reader. I do not have all the answers for you. I think you just maybe need to see that there is opportunity, there is light at the end of the tunnel. But this week, I would just honor whatever is coming up for you and know that the more that you can honor it and give it the space it needs, the more that you create space for whatever is next to come in your life. So, Leo, I'm sending lots of love to you this week. It seems like a little bit of a quiet, introspective week for you. And I think that's, more than valid and needed and okay. Whatever you need to do for you. Again, please never hesitate to reach out for the support that you need. There's so many different ways to get support groups, therapists. We have things like BetterHelp and, more affordable ways to receive access to therapy in that way. So whatever you're needing, even maybe just a friend, yeah, whatever you're needing, please, please go do that for yourself, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. Much love to you. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon.